It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Next on Madden Football.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that were cellar dwellers a year ago, but as we've seen being around the league for a while, man, that can change one season to the next.
And how often do we see, Mike, a team that finished at the bottom of their division just a year later be the division champion? I'm not suggesting that it's easy or necessarily that these two teams are going to find themselves in that position. But the NFL is made up of a formula that says you don't have to stay long forever. If you make the right decisions, you can go from worst to first very quickly.
Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Austin Eckler now to return. And he'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays, but he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
Second down and 3. Man in motion is Brown. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he'll have a Commander's first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They send him right out of the slot. On first down, right back to Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up second and short. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. John Bates, touchdown Commanders. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, so replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That is caught downfield by Odunze. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Another run here, another run by Swift. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They'll go. It's Swift. And he indeed picks up a Bears, and he is going to have the Chargers.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
They'll run with Swift. Powering forward. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Santos. Good on the extra point. And the Bears come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He'll start at the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. Daniels now going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He'll try the right side with Robinson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They'll motion over Samuel. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Slot man in motion left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got the veteran Zach Ertz. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. He's going to keep it himself. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. Now Gay for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Scott now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get that to Zacchaeus. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A play fake. Now Williams. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He's going to run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Third and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels has his man. It's Samuel. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Now Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Commanders will take a 21-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Scott now on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So, out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Bears 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing again, Williams. Quick throw, taken in. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throw it again. It's Williams. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. These 2 teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Off play action. Here's Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. A first catch for DJ and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Throwing right, it's taken in. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And not much there. Down to about the 13. Second down and 8. They'll go again with Swift. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Swift. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. Swift gets it from the pistol. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This fielded at about the 9. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Washington.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Daniels now on first down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he's in! Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will extend this third quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Scott now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense and DeAndre Swift set to get going again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll run. It's Swift. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Open man, left side, he's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Samuel has it working the middle. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Third and a yard, it's Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll go. It's Robinson. And it's going to be a Commander's 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. Third and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniels. And he's in. Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right.
And he's going to have to eat this.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Here's Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here for Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the give, it's Eckler. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.